What up, my fishy fish, my Pisceans, to another love variant reading. Please bear in mind that love shows up in various ways, whether we believe in it or it's absent or present, whether we are single, partnered up, married, divorced, in a polyamory type of shindig. However, just bear that in mind. Also know that if you are Piscean in your Sun, Rising, and or Jupiter position, if you pay attention to any of that, this reading will offer universal justice. However, if you're here in Piscean being in your in your Moon, Mercury, and or Venus position, you may be in search of emotional redemption, where we'll ask that you also check out my sister channel. Link can be found in the description box below. I have like this anxiety gas bubble for your reading wanting to come through. Sorry. Ooh. Someone has like hunger, but it's not hunger. It's not hunger that you're feeling. It's not it. Alright, so again, if you're here because Pisces is found, is it done yet? Can we proceed? If Pisces is found in your Moon, Mercury, and or Jupiter position, emotional redemption is maybe what you're looking for. So hence why the description box below will feature a link to my sister channel, where the content over there may be of further assistance for you. Also in the description box, you will find access to how to book a reading of any kind of with tarot or healing services, for I am a master healer, and time and space wherever you are plays no importance to how well we can get you to feel well. What else? Past, present, and future energetical timelines could always come forth within a reading, so use your discernment to take all of that which belongs to you and to leave the rest behind. Someone right now is like convinced, because I think someone knows me here, like that I have a hard time processing these energies, and what they're not a reader. Like, pardon to be this blunt, or also if you're not a friend of mine or you knew me personally, I don't have friends, so you're not a friend of mine. I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not. So what is currently occurring is what the individual who I'm addressing, or individuals, this energy, whatever the fuck it may be, I am processing the energy. I am letting it and do its job, so that when it's done affecting my attention, me, that I absorb all of it, so that way when I decide that it's done giving me all the energy that it wants to, I have understood its message and I get to talk about it. So glitches happen in people, and this is also a part of the reading, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm seeing that a lot of you Pisces are having a hard time making sense of knowing when something powerful is in your reach. It's coming from your added awareness, and you would never want the system to look at you as crazy, flawed, or broken, or even disabled. You'll have abilities that you become more and more aware of other people do not have. So you've battled for a while trying to understand if, because you're able-bodied to do these things, if that actually is a disability. wherever you are on that journey, it is not a disability. It is a super ability. And that super ability is something that cannot be vibrationally engaged with other people who are not able like you are able to. Hence why you feel different. You feel as the outcast, probably also the black sheep, the one that's been ostracized by society, saying you're not welcome here. Wherever you go, you are misled, not heard, not reached. Is this for every Piscean? No. But for those who it hits, it's interesting enough to still possibly be here up to the point of this reading. So that's what was happening there, all right? I'm not going through any kind of glitch issues. No one's sending me any attack messages. Not I, okay? I understand who I am. And to understand who I am means that I do not accept anyone thinking that they accept their own ideologies to teach me anything new. I am not a teachable position. I'm not in a teachable position at this moment of the name of the game for which I stand. And this is not ego. This is just truth. Truth is something that gets validated and invalidated at all times, ladies and gentlemen. It's not something that's reliable. Someone can speak the truth and love you and be in a position of hunger and need to still cheat on you. It's still the truth. They still cheated. They still may love you. But is that love? And the one moment you use two things to put but in between, that but is like the actual gluteus maximus of a butt. It's in between, it's in the way, and it invalidates. So I speak of truth. How truthful it sits in the resonancy of your sensory belief and doings is unreliant to how this might be just an interesting or not interesting material to come across. Simple Jane, plain Jane. Back to the basics, bitches, because the mess of the world is ridiculous. So we're going to have to go back to the basics to remind people what the basics not only once were, but that they are the real reasons why all the reasons of the other shit is as chaotic as they are now. We've forgotten the basics. Alright, so the love variant reading. Alright, this is going to be very sassy, very cunning, very, I mean, if you couldn't tell already. But segment is here to make you uncomfortable, alright? You possess the power of the moon energy of tarot, Pisces, and you also possess the power of the Hanged Man tarot, for those of you who are paying attention to that shit, okay? That is powerful shit. The moon is the bearer of secrets and wants to make sense of the misinterpreted energies, hence why there's a lot of rituals in the darkness trying to make sense of what could be made sense of in the light. And then the Hanged Man puts you in a position of needing to hone in on your perspective, but seeing itself from the position where you are and have been and currently within that energy have been ostracized by society as not being able to be accepted by the perspective that you have generated for yourself. For that, you're being the hanged one, you're being put on timeout, you are being asked to sit over there, marinate, and to think about what it is that you call as yours, whatever that world may bring, whether it brings peace, resolution, conviction, judgment, tranquilization, whatever, love, doesn't matter. It is for yours and yours only to go through. So all of that is ultimately where the weight to carry all this possible weight becomes fairly easy for you, because some of you, again, are very in tune with inner workings of euphoric energetical vibrations. To do that, you test the limits of gravity. You put weight jacket on, when you go lift and go do physical exertions, you pump the 5-pound weight to a 10-pound weight, and then maybe to a 35-pound weight. Like, you go exponentially in heavier material just so that you can internally succeed that strength and overcome it, and become more powerful, so that when the next time you pick up a 35-pound weight, it feels like fucking feathers, right? It's like, wait, how was I ever a problem? The same thing happens esoterically, vibrationally, on the frequency of your soul. All that is housed in the knowledge that you are right now a secure individual, despite all the mess, despite all the shit, despite all the things that you say are missing in your life, without all the things that you're still saying that you haven't traversed and haven't seen and you can't receive, and people are mean and people are rude. Take a bit closer of a look. There's a uniqueness about you that is charming, okay? That charming comes forth here, the Page of Cups, but the Page of Cups is also more immature than the King of Pentacles, but loyalty is a beautiful message, all right? It's a beautiful message. You have the ability to be very loyal. You are a loyal person, all right? It might show in the relationships that you had over years, over time spans, okay? It also shows how other people could come in and kind of like manipulate you, or manipulate your loyalty, or also manipulate you to get more of your loyalty. Whew, rough. Because this person is very manipulative, and they have been very successful in manipulating you to be under their shackles to provide them. You are a provider for this Queen of Wands. Yet this Queen of Wands is completely on their own trajectory. And you're over here like, are you just taking my money? Are you just taking the essence of me? Or do you see me for the loyalty that I bring that makes you feel so secure? But this person is hard to let go of. Because this person is beautiful, aesthetically beautiful. There's something charming about this person. Like, this person has got it going on. It's confusing the shit out of you, because you also see yourself as an esoterically wise person. So the universe putting you in constant connection with this individual is like trying to understand why you can only see one side of the moon scientifically. It's like, what? It's so beautiful. I want to just keep studying you, but I also just don't want you this close, because you're sucking me dry. So there's a drainage happening here as well. Is it good? No. Is it karmic? Yes. So there's a lot of lessons here to be learned. The Empress energy and nourishment. There's a lot of lessons to be learned here, individually and together. All right. This karmic twist is about fortifying, understanding what security, loyalty, and charisma has to bringing a nourishing relationship into fruition and keeping it intact. You're going to have to start making sense of the things that you fucking want, because, I mean, sounds of it, the way you speak, you don't even know exactly what it is that you want. But then in the richness that you think you want to gain, it seems like this person can fucking give that for you, so what's the problem? You're giving them the green light that they can behave in the certain way that they are. So what's the problem? You're a trigger to them. You're triggering their behavior. So the problem might be you. Alright. Like I said, karmic. Alright. Someone lives at a distance from the true person. Okay. So it's interlocking timelines here that comes with the love variant. All right, there's various ways, variant different possibilities. Anyway, completion. So if there's a need to end one relationship and to begin another one with a true person of his soul. How can I say this? Soul. I'm hearing the like, who's gonna trigger your soul. You need a person who triggers your soul, not one that drains your soul. Like, it makes you question why what you give doesn't make you feel happy inside. Now you need somebody that triggers the things that make you, quote unquote, happy inside. There's a person in your life right now that you give a lot of attention to, or there's a lot of unhealed wounds. If this person is already gone out of your existence, you still need to heal. That's what needs to be completed here. All right, that's what expedite this individual, this new individual, to come in and be able to actually give and prove to you why the universe always has you in good hands. Allstate, are you in good hands? Man. Silly. Anyway. What's laggy about this energy is that it's just not sexy. It's not sexy because you, Piscean, are not... You're not dancing well with your ego. We're still here in Pisces and trying to figure out whether Pisces has an ego, because some of y'all are going to be like, I don't have an ego. That's indoctrination of the religion, most likely having you convinced that your ego is the devil, and you don't dance with the devil. You never choose the devil. You don't do devilish deeds. How could you have an ego? Because when you read tarot, the devil is the ego energy. You're like, I don't have it. I don't have ego. And some of y'all can't stand Capricorns. Who is the devil energy? Just becomes so funny. It becomes scary to other people who just don't know the inner workings of tarot, and it's like with everything else, you gotta know a little bit, so that way you can not only also enjoy the joke, or that you get it, but that way you don't understand, so that way you understand why you don't have to have so much fucking fear. Why are you gonna allow something to give you so much fear that you don't even know about? Like, what is that? How is that a thing? How is that acceptable? Like, it should not be acceptable. It should not be acceptable. It shouldn't be that, like, thousands of people can go into the ocean and swim, and this one person is like, I'm afraid of swimming. That should not be acceptable. Like, it just proves that something's wrong. We have to figure out what is wrong for that person. Either are you not seeing the thousands of people out there who are swimming? What are you afraid of? And if you're afraid of it, should I be afraid of it too? Because I'm over here swimming. All right, get shit together and think about that shit. Oh, just saw the devil card. All right, we have the Hierophants. All right, get your shit together. Get your shit together, all right? Getting your shit together is reading behind the context clues, having some dignified respect for yourself, because you own it, okay? You do a lot of things, Pisces, that just, it's the Hierophant energy. Like I said, you are loyal. So whatever you have been working on, I'm not going to gloat that shit up and feed your ego. I want you to find your fucking ego, okay? So the Hierophant is here to teach that energy. I don't really even care if you know about the Hierophant. I don't care. But do the work. Just do the work. The answer is right there. You're this energy. Do the work. You want to define it? Do some work. Find a definition. Find words that come together that, like, ooh, that kind of sounds like a complete sentence. Oh, can you condense that sentence to one word? Boom. You're a master of being a Hierophant. With that being said, as you're trying to learn how to master yourself, pay attention to those people that you consider masters, because they're also just individuals who figure themselves out. Because they also need to be humble. They also have a private life that they haven't perfected, just because they make the role of their job look so damn good. Okay, there's a constant going back and forth from chaotic waters to calmer seas with the Six of Swords energy. That movement, all right, is it time to go? Is it time to, like, change fields of career, relationships, family? Some of y'all are crazy. Bouncing on one person to the other. Get the fuck out of here. bounce. I wouldn't even care if y'all bounce to each other so much. Y'all can bounce to yourself insanity. Y'all bouncing to yourself, bouncing everywhere and bringing insanity to a situation. That doesn't go well. You shouldn't have extra all these things and it being insane. It should be literally in space, sane, as in functioning. Fuck. Three of Cups, like I said. So you bouncing around. This, that, there, him, she, it. And this is platonic, romantic, family, friends, everywhere. Some of you are so endowed with other relatives, families, but you're neglecting your own. You're neglecting your own family. And this isn't about fulfilling the responsibilities, because some of you are fulfilling your responsibilities. Some of you are fulfilling other people's responsibilities as a way to say that you are showing that you are involved with your family. But this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about a spiritual quest of understanding life for as mystical as it is, and you understanding that, Pisces. You understand this. I'm talking about the magnet that attracts things, and you are attracting things. And for those of you who haven't attracted anything in a while, it's because you are attracted to the quote-unquote wrong thing. The thing that you're attracted to is attracted to other things. So their secret manifestation powers, you do not come up. Nothing of their life that they're manifesting is in any way a satisfactory element to you. Either they ignore a certain topic that you kind of want to talk about, or they don't listen to the things that you want to do, and they do with someone else. And it seems like dismissive gaslighting. Like don't even realize they're really doing it. And then some of y'all are literally perpetuated around an energy who gaslights you and doing their best to keep that going, just so they can keep you distracted. It's that Page of Cups hiding in the background. Because that Page of Cups, the person knows what they're doing. They might be immature, but they know what they're fucking doing. And you, Mr. or Mrs. loyalty over here, is going to be attracted to the energy that you get the most, instead of questioning why you're getting it. And that's what the Hermit is there for. Question the energies that are around that you hold so close, or want to have a distance, or why you feel the universe doesn't care about your demands of how close you want an actual person that you really want to be close to you. Not your question to question. God, some drainy bullshit. All right. See what I'm taking these. Those. Okay. All right, so we break, we have we balance, and we exempt. Like I said, that talks about that being exiled, all right? But there's a balance that comes with that. You have everything, and a break must happen. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, that is all that I have for you at this time, Pisces. With that being said, again, check out the description box below and how to make contact if you so much desire. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.